Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. No, I had to go pick him up. Yeah, he got sent home for the day. No, I don't know what the hell he's thinking. And we're definitely going to have to talk to him when you get home. Yeah, I mean, no, he's going to be grounded for sure. Okay. Yeah. Well, I've had a really long day, so I'm going to try to take a nap here. So I'll just see you when you get home. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Bye. Hey, Ed. I'm going to try to take a nap, all right? So I need you to keep it down and don't bother me, all right? I am exhausted. Just stay in your room.
Dad.
What is it, man? No, you know what? I don't even care. It can wait. It's not that important. I know it's not that important. I am exhausted. I'm just trying to get some sleep. Just save it for later. I was having such a good dream. Oh, God, I'm never going to get back to that again. Hi, everybody.
Dad.
Oh, God, you again. Ed, you're killing me, okay? It can wait. It is absolutely not urgent, all right? In fact, you're in trouble. You're supposed to be in a room. Go to your room and just stay there, okay? God, just don't bother me right now, all right? That kid's such an asshole. Definitely takes after his mom. Where was I? I got something for you.
Dad.
Oh, God, you again. What? What? What is it, huh? I was having the best dream. You were in it, actually. Yeah. Yeah, and if you're lucky, we'll make it a reality. How's that sound? Son of a bitch. What's up, guys? So, we're into fall now, and Halloween is just around the corner. I mean, it's the best time of the year. Do you know what you're going as yet? I have to work, which is a real bummer, but, you know, what are you gonna do? I used up all my time off on other things, so, yeah. God, you know, I can't wait to be rich. I don't even have to worry about it. Also, if you haven't heard about this yet, they are making a Killer Klowns from Outer Space video game, and I'm super stoked about it. I'll post a link in the description so you can check out the trailer. I mean, it looks really rad, and I can't wait for it to come out. And if that's not really up your alley, they're also making Squirrel with a gun. Yeah, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a squirrel with a gun. But no, the gun is human-sized, not squirrel-sized, because that just wouldn't make any sense. So, we got options for you. Alright, well, since it is fall and school is back in session, I thought we'd take a look at Fall Break, otherwise known as The Mutilator, which came out on October 5th, 1984, and was written and directed by Buddy Cooper. Well, technically co-directed by Cooper along with John Douglas, and neither of them have directed anything else. Mostly. It runs for 1 hour and 26 minutes and is about a guy who accidentally killed his mom when he was a kid and is now taking his friends to his dad's condo, not knowing that his dad has lost his goddamn mind. Also, the tagline for this movie is alright. By sword, by pick, by axe, bye. I mean, anything, you know, if you get the guy with the announcer voice to do it can sound cool. Well, if you're ready to take a break from studying, let's check out Fall Break. The Mutilator.
Fall break, and here we sit.
Start off with this picturesque scene of a mom decorating a birthday cake. She's played by Pamela Weddle Cooper. I can't confirm this, but I'm guessing she's related to the director. I mean, her last name is Cooper and all. Plus, let's talk about her middle name. Now, I can't be the only one who's never heard of the name Weddle. I mean, it's a terrible name, but at least it's unique, I guess. Anyways, as she's making the cake, we see that she isn't alone, and that her kid, Ed Jr., is cleaning guns for his dad's birthday, and then... Okay, that's perfect. Alright, well, then the dad comes back from hunting and realizes what happened and reacts how I probably would. Well, at least the first part. Having a drink with and decorating the corpse, I would probably pass on, you know? But getting older is hard, man, and everyone celebrates a birthday in their own way. No judgment. Flash forward and we see Ed Jr., played by Matt Midler. He also worked on Dead Time Stories, Basket Case 2, and Dick and Jane Drop Acid and Die. Some good stuff there. Next to him is his girlfriend Pam, played by Ruth Martinez. Nothing else for her. Walking in are their friends Mike, played by Maury Lampley. Nothing else for him. And Linda, played by Frances Raines. She was also in Breeders. The topic of conversation?
Fall break, and here we sit. No plans, nothing to do.
Because apparently that's a thing? Like, you can't do something for fall break and spring break. There's just no way to afford it. Or is there? No, there's not. There's no way to afford it. The guy behind them is also their friend, Ralph, played by Bill Hitchcock. His only other thing was he was an extra in Cat's Eye. A good movie, by the way. Ed gets a message to call his dad, and while he does that, Pam explains to the crew what happened when Ed was a kid.
When he was a little boy, Ed accidentally shot her. Drove his father crazy.
And what is it with girlfriends just sharing all this super personal information with their boyfriend's friends? It's like, just like in Blood Hook, let them do it on their own time, lady. Jeez. Anyways, Ed shares the info from the call.
And he wants me to close up his condo for the winter.
And look, buddy, okay, I know you're just an extra who probably wasn't paid much, or anything, but goddammit, don't spike the lens. It's unprofessional. Look past him. Look past him. Probably a friend of the director. Ed also says,
All my life, the creeps ignored me and treated me like some red-headed bastard.
whoa, buddy, watch it with the hard RB there. And, well, yeah, I mean, you shot and killed his wife. That seems about right. Continue.
Now all of a sudden, he calls me up and asks me to do something.
But the crew decides that this is their chance to go somewhere for fall break, so...
Did you say any 10-year-old can handle it?
I got a bad feeling about this.
On their way out of town, they pick up Ralph's girlfriend, Sue, played by Connie Rogers. Crapola else for her. Then we get the original title card, and after a montage of them driving, which lasts the entire song, Fall Break, they finally get to the condo and the door's already open. They go in anyways, and we see that his dad likes to drink and hunt.
Dad used to tell me that he'd hunted everything but man.
Oh, and he also likes to collect stuff too.
He's what's called a trophy hunter.
All sorts of trophies.
Yeah, my dad ran over him with a ski boat. An accident.
Also, one of the items is missing.
What went there?
One of my dad's favorite things, his battle axe.
Sort of. It turns out Big Ed is at the condo holding on to it. As the gang gets settled in, we do get a really pretty scenic shot of the ocean. Followed up by Big Ed having some sweet dreams. Now maybe I'm sick. Okay, well, I know I'm probably sick, but I love the fact that Big Ed is just dreaming about killing his kid. You know, he's just like, murder. I don't know, something about it. I love it. Linda and Mike check out the garage, and we see that that's where Big Ed is hiding out. After dinner, Elle and M take a walk on the beach while being watched. They end up at this covered pool, and I'm sure that's a normal thing, but I've just never seen anything like that before. Seems like it'd be toasty, I don't know. I guess that would only be if there's a heated pool, but still, looks toasty. And they decide to go skinny dipping. Good for them. Meanwhile, the rest of the gang go to find them, also while being watched. After some aquatics where the music doesn't really fit the movie. Which happens a few times throughout this movie. There's just elements that don't quite match up. They somehow play hide and go seek until... Now this is a cool shot, but how did Big Ed get into the water without them hearing? Or was he just like hanging out at the bottom of the pool with an oxygen tank, you know? I know, I'm thinking too much about it. He does take Mike's clothes, and have you ever put on jeans when your legs are wet? I mean, it's absolutely miserable. It's like those people who put robes on fresh out of the shower, you know, before even toweling off. Who hurt you? Big Ed strings the clothes around back to the garage, so Mike thinks that it's Linda playing a game, and then finally, and this is a weird death scene to say the least, because while Mike is being attacked, his reaction is pretty subdued, we'll say. But after, he really jumps it up a notch. And I would think there'd be less because, you know, shock would be kicking in and all that stuff. But the makeup is pretty awesome. Then Big Ed arranges his trophies. Back on the beach, the gang encounters a cop. This pretty much just introduces the cop, so moving on. They get right to it though and have the cop look around the house, and the music is good. And I think the cop probably gets it worse than anyone else. And again, the special effects are really good here. So Big Ed is just killing anyone now, I guess? I mean, he must have that bloodlust, yo. Also, I love the fact that Big Ed basically puts the cop's body back together for his trophy. It's a nice touch. I wonder though, like, does he regret at this point taking the head off? Because now he's like, I gotta arrange this and put this back, you know? Like, it would be a lot easier if he would have just, like, I don't know, stabbed him or something. Like, it just, boom, clean. I don't know. These are the things I think about. The crew heads back to the condo and decide to play a game of Blind Man's Bluff.
Blind Man's Bluff? I don't believe it.
And in case you're not familiar with the game,
First, everybody gets a beer. We turn off all the lights. Most of us go outside and drink a beer. The person playing it hides himself. Come back in and try to find him. When we do, we stand or sit or lie down next to him. There'll just be one person wandering around the house, trying to find everybody else.
and this goes on for a while. Big Ed does come in while they're playing, but nothing happens. Although it is kind of cool that they are also close to each other and none of them know it, because the lights are off, so it's supposed to be like pitch black for them. After the game ends, everyone goes to their rooms. Dry throat, gotta take a drink. Wow, that's bad. Alright. Yeah, so we had some Trulies in the fridge, so I figured I'd just get them out of the way. They are truly terrible. Although, I mean, truly, if you want to be a sponsor, I can go ahead and say they're fantastic. But not till I get paid. Oh, God. Yeah. Ugh. It's like almost as bad as LaCroix, but at least here you maybe get a buzz. I don't know, we'll see. So it's worth mentioning that through the entire movie, Ralph is just trying to get laid. I mean, well, who isn't, right? But it leads us to this really out-of-place scene. Like, it's funny and all, but it definitely doesn't fit with the rest of the movie. It's like...
I've got something to show you when you get back.
Whoa, Lord. Goodness gracious.
something you'd see, I don't know, out of the 50s or 60s. Maybe. I don't know. Ralph goes one last time to find Mike and Linda before he locks up the house, and when he checks the garage, he meets Big Ed, who apparently has incredible core strength. You know, every time I see stuff like that, I'm like, God, I really gotta get my ass back to the gym. I don't, but I think, at least I think that I have to. Again, I don't. Now, is it possible that Big Ed is killing people because they're just waking him up from his nap and he's just really grumpy? I mean, who hasn't been there, right? Maybe. Sue goes to find Ralph, and Pam wakes up and sees that everyone is gone, so she wakes Ed up and says this.
Something is wrong.
What is it?
All of the kids are missing.
What?
Okay, so since you've been an adult, have you ever referred to your same age friends or similarly aged friends as kids? It's a weird line for sure. Sue comes back inside and they all decide to go to the sheriff's. Sue wants to look for the others before they leave, so they split up and she ends up meeting Big Ed too. Now, I will give a warning here, this scene might be hard to watch for some of you. I'm guessing mostly the females in my audience, all 4 of you. So you might want to look away because the way Sue dies is fairly graphic and, shall I say, unique to a woman's body. Just, you've been warned. Big Ed hooks her in a horrific way. Okay, so I guess I gotta change this. Sue definitely gets it the worst out of anyone. Alright, this scene's over now. You can look again if you want. Ed and Pam circle back to the garage and find everyone else, so they decide to scram. But Big Ed is blocking their way. Ed decides to take on his old man, but it's pretty short-lived and frankly, pretty pathetic. He gets tossed around like
Some red-headed bastard.
whoa, hey man, I said watch the hard RB. This is a family show. Now, can you even imagine if this was? That'd be terrible. Yeah, just terrible. Pam comes out to help and he stabs Ed's leg to slow him down. Pam ends up putting up a much better fight than Ed and taking out Big Ed. While Ed flails around the ground like a toddler. In the car, Ed and Pam have a real moment.
You think he's dead?
Oh, yes, he's dead. They're all dead.
It's actually well done. Like, you can feel like they just had a near-death experience. I'm not even sarcastic here. It's actually really well done. But when they go to leave, we see Big Ed isn't dead. Now that's not to be confused with The Quick and the Dead, or Ed and his dead mother, or Drop Dead Fred. Yeah, none of those. It's not any of those. He tries to get in the car via the roof, and Ed and Pam have another great scene that adds a lot of tension. Again, these car scenes are probably the best acting scenes out of the whole movie. Pam saves the day again and decides that she's gonna finish it just as the cops show up. And she goes hardcore on Big Ed. Don't fuck with Pam, man. So Big Ed is now Small Ed, but he still has a little fight in him. Too much? No, I don't think so. And he takes this cop's leg off with one swing. Then he lasts himself straight to hell. Both halves. The movie ends with Pam and Ed in the hospital recovering. So at its core, the Mutilator, is a story about a narcoleptic, that just wants to get some damn sleep, and the people who keep waking him up. Fun facts? Anyone? Fun facts? Yeah, let's do some fun facts. They shot this movie in 29 days and in chronological order. I guess Big Ed was originally supposed to be killed on a drawbridge, but they couldn't get access to one, so they did this instead. As of the end of June, they wrapped on the filming of the sequel to this movie, which I don't know how they're gonna do it. It can't be Big Ed as the killer, right? Because he's in pieces. I'm guessing it's gonna have to be Ed Jr. doing the killing now, right? Or, just completely unrelated, like Halloween 3. I haven't actually read anything about the plot, so I really have no idea. I'm just thinking it through here. The only thing I ever did for fall break was work and eat turkey, because Thanksgiving. There was never any special trips or special plans, and yeah, maybe I'm a little bitter about it, so what? So, are you gonna watch it?
No backing out now.
This movie does have kind of a cult following. There's a lot of people who really love it. I will admit, the first time I watched it, I wasn't that big of a fan, but when I rewatched it, I kind of, appreciated it more, Some of the acting isn't great, some of it is good, like the car scenes, but the makeup is fantastic, and they really, with the cop, that's fantastic special effects. The plot, I don't know, it's kind of iffy. It's not very often you know who the killer is right out of the gate, or I guess it'd be the second killer. Ed Jr. was the first killer when he shot his mom, but it's just a little unusual. But it didn't necessarily take away from it, knowing who it was, because they still had pretty great death scenes, mostly. Not all of them, the pool scene was pretty weak. But the movie isn't bad. I've seen better, but I've definitely seen way worse, and I'm interested to see what they do with the sequel. If you do want to check this one out, I will put a link in the description where you can check it out for free, at least at the time I've recorded this. And make sure to also check out my last review I did on Blood Hook. I think that's gonna be it. Did I have something? Yeah, no, that's it. Alright, well, I'm sure I'll see you again, hopefully. Now, truly, if you want to sponsor this channel, here's a little sample. Truly great. Again, I'm not gonna say that out of context, unless you pay me, so truly, sponsor the channel. Ugh. I think I can hack my way through it.